Yo, what's up, it's Dark Horse. I've been doing well, welcome. So basically, I've been looking at building multiple new decks with obviously our races. My mum's hoovering in the background. It's really annoying, but it's fine. Yeah, so the decks I've managed to build, I've obviously a lot of ace cards. I've got Dragius, I've got Archie, I've got Dark Magician, Blackluster, and then obviously we're working on Stardust, Ultimate Dragon, and then a Jammer himself as well. So taking that into account, the Dark Magician deck is something I'm currently working on. The Blackluster on it in its own case of scenario is a little different and difficult. Obviously, you want to kind of get Blackluster out along with the super speed with Gaia. But yeah, hopefully the audio doesn't distort and cut out too much. But this is the deck profile we're working with. I've ran multiple spell cards, obviously, because we want to get the Dark Magician damage. Honestly, compared to my Pendulum Blue Eyes deck, I don't know how I feel about this deck. I don't think it would get far in ranked. But because we're in silver, I feel like it'd make a bit more sense to play it. I do have tickets, so I'm just going to apply the tickets, and then hopefully we can promote it into silver 1 and see where we can go from there. But I think once we hit gold rank, I'll be working back on the Odd Eyes Blue Eyes deck again, only for the fact that, yes, it may not be consistent when it comes to the Pendulum Summon, but when it does play off, it does benefit massively. Similar to Dark Magician, but I feel like Dark Magicians are very risky. I possibly could have went with the spell increase, where activate a spell card increase the monster's attack and defense on multiple cards, include Time Gazer and stuff. I've not done that. I've gone with Snipe to do the life point damage, and then also I think I have a couple of monsters with Blaze. But basically, I've got two tribute summon for Dark Magician, which will allow me to bring Dark Magician out quite quickly. And then have Dark Magician in defense mode. I have Sword and Shield if I need to. I also have spell cards I have, including Pierce in my hand, well, thingy as well. So this is perfect. Okay, I've got double tribute summon here. I do run Machine Duplication for White Dragon Head and Z-Metal Tank, that we can get an extra 2 tokens out in the field, which contribute to bring Dark Magician to the field. But we don't have many spell cards. So yeah, it's a difficult one because you want to push forth and try and get the ace card. It's 100% like beneficial, but it's questionable how you really want to play it. So I'm going to send you forth. I'm going to hold these in my hand for the time being. We don't have many spell cards. I have Sword and Shield, but at the same time, it isn't going to benefit me yet. So the main play I want to focus on is stalling as much time as I can, gather as many spell cards as I can, get Dark Magician out, do the life point damage and stuff like that. Why is this game lagging? Jesus, man. Okay. The only downfall is I am going to be able to... Well, the Neos is going to come forth and take the card for himself anyway. Which is a fairly good combo. I can't really complain. I could, in theory, use Sword and Shield, but Sword and Shield would only benefit so much, and yeah, it just genuinely makes no point. So we're going to lose that on the ace card. We did lose a monster, but it's fine. The spell card I'm probably looking for is if I go Dark Magician in Momomon's lane, then I can set it in defense mode, rack up its attack, rack up its defense, and the only problem is I don't have much protection to destruction. So if a Blue Eyes does come out, or Mirror Force gets played from an ace card, see, this is where it kind of complicates things now, is he could have Ring of Destruction, he could have Mirror Force, he could have Monster Reborn. There is so many options, and whoever gets the ace card, kind of you want to avoid playing off against. So what I'm going to do, I'm not going to push on anyone for the time being. I'm going to hold down defense, and I'm just going to stall until we get the possible spell cards. But it's a difficult one. I don't mind Dark Magician. Obviously, it was a choice. I was going to run I can't remember the ability. Basically, it forces them from defense mode into attack mode. That was my considerable play. That way I didn't have to rely on Pierce. But with Pierce, it kind of gives me an extra spell, increases my attack. Plus, also, when I activate a spell card, I can increase my attack and defense by 600. You get 3 of those, mate, you're laughing. You know what I mean? And if someone does go Sword and Shield and you do get your weak defense, you have Sword and Shield to back yourself up, plus these 600 on top. So, yeah. I basically auto-dueled this deck quite often in the event matches, which makes sense to do. So the event matches would be played off. I'd learn some kind of combos. If they win, obviously, simultaneously, then okay, it's a good deck. If they lose, they're crap. You know what I mean? So for me, in this case and scenario, I've added cards that I think would benefit me. Also added cards for super speed. I probably could, because I'm running hyper speed, I probably could run Rush recklessly and apply it to one of those. Then that way I can take the full court of the field. We have Giant Trunade. If 3 monsters are oncoming, we can return them all back to the hand. So I'm just going to ready up. We're going to persevere. The way I view it is obviously as long as Momo and Galaxy stay in defense mode, we have nothing to worry about, you know. So if we can stall out to at least turn 5, maybe turn 6, and then obviously after that push some monsters out, you know, gather as many spell cards as we need to, and then I can basically see where our position leads us, you know. I do have a Jammer King. I did consider running him as a fusion and then being able to lock off my opponent's lanes, but it was questionable whether I'd be able to get them out, and also because I tribute my level 3s to bring out Dark Magician, it's kind of hard to see on how this plays out. I'm still trying to adjust to this deck, learn this deck. Personally, it's not one of my favourite. Odd Eyes was more a safety net because it prevented destructions, so that's what I enjoyed. Don't activate anything, we just hold it out. Lucky enough, we're not having to worry about too much. Okay, fair play. I don't get why you wouldn't have increased the monster in the middle's attack. I know it would have still been destroyed, but at least you would have reduced the one coming at you anyway. I also have a trap card which can inflict life point damage upon the upon the person's life points when they enter a designated zone. So any type of chip damage. I think I have a couple of monsters with snipe, but that way if I do hold out in defense mode the way I am now, I can kind of pick off whoever's second place and hopefully take lead with 4,000 life points. Okay, Secret Barrel. This is one of those trap cards that I have that will allow me to inflict damage. Oh god, yeah. I can't see him pushing that forward, so I'm going to hold down center, because that way if they all go attack mode or any of them come into the intersection, we can basically benefit, because Galaxy's going to summon either way or set. Even if that is the case, Momon will obviously still take life point damage anyway. Then also, yeah, and then it's the other trap card which will increase my life points if I need to. But the thing is, none of these have really brought out their aces yet. And everyone's kind of... I thought the game crashed, but the audio's cut out. Mate, I don't know what it is with the audio sync with this game at this point. It keeps distorting and cutting out, which is really annoying. Because I don't really like listening to myself with no background music, because it just seems really, like, loud in the area. And it's doing it again. So, yeah. With the obviously music in the background, it kind of be able to keep me the flow of the conversation. But at this point, we have nothing to go with. Obviously, the last decision I'm going to be probably making is Dark Magician. I do think Momon has Mirror Force. It's either a Mirror Force or Ring of Destruction. Although, nah, he would have activated Monster Reborn now. This is fine. There we go. We get double up. Both of them take life point damage. Secret Barrel pops off. I think it's about 600 each. 700 each. Okay. So that secures me second place already. He's going to take damage. This still secures me second place. And I've done nothing at this point yet. Now taking that into account. Does one bring out... Okay. I have Traptrix Artrix, which basically has... He replaced our Mad Archfiend. So play that into attack mode. We are going to start pushing. And see how things go. Because if he stays in defense mode, then decides to go attack mode with his ace, then yeah, we have immobilize anyway. Not immobilize, curse. Yeah, curse. So that's good. So it's kind of a lazy way, but also it's a good way because you have enough cards and monsters to sustain over a long period of time. But also, when taking that into account, it also doesn't really how do you put it, wait to something you really want to. But I feel like this deck would work up to at least gold. and after gold, you got no hope running this deck. It's a lot slower paced, but also my cards are very conserved. But this could be different if multiple people do decide to gun at me. But I do have the monsters there if I need to protect. Also, the giant grenade would help if they're all level 4, return them back to the hand. But yeah, none of the spell cards I really want to activate at this point. The way I view it, if Kinji is running a high defense, then Sword and Shield will be played. So more than likely, because I've now pushed 2 monsters forward, I would tribute my double tribute token Pokemon. Too much Pokemon, man. Tribute my monster to bring out Dark Magician. The only thing is, I've got a feeling Neos may be coming through center, which push him forward. So if I do tribute someone, I'll have to bring Neos. Okay, there we go. 300 damage. Well, 300 attack left, should I say. Oh no, this battle's over. I didn't even see that happening. Okay, well played. I didn't even see that, man. I really didn't even see that coming. I didn't even... Third place. Third place is okay. You don't lose no points in silver anyway, but still. Yeah. Obviously, it depends on how your cards are played. If you were able to pull, I don't know, let's say 3 spell cards, a double tribute, and a Dark Magician, then yeah, you do want to push forward on that. But I feel like Dark Magician... You do want to go with a combo of giving it Rush Recklessly and then equipping it with Super Rush Headlong. That way it can push from one side to the other. But it's just trying to make it work. I suppose in theory you probably could do the combo that we saw in the previous episode where someone brought Prima out, used Prima's ability to switch out with Dark Magician, giving Dark Magician its original attack, and then finishing off with Prima. More than likely, that could have been a possible play. Like I said, this is like my first proper ranked video running this Dark Magician deck. So, yeah. Okay, this is fine. We have 3 monsters, none of the double tributes will hold out. The MST is great for destroying a trap card if they get the ace card. More than likely, I'm probably not going to be the one who gets the ace card, so I'm going to go snipe on you. And then also I'm going to go X-Head Cannon in attack mode there, pushing it forward with Snipe, inflicting 200 damage towards both players. And Audio's distorting again. Great. Game is just something else. Ever since the recent update, it's had so many problems. It really has. Audio distortion, people disconnecting. You know, it's like, come on, Konami. Sort your shit out. Not like you don't have the fucking money behind you, you know what I mean? Right, none of these get activated. Do not disconnect me, because I swear to God. The audio is trash, man. It really is. Okay. The thing is... Well, they're going to kill each other anyway, aren't they? So... Even still, we probably could still go for the ace. What's then Vorse Raider? But then I would rather back up my X-Head Cannon with Vorse Raider, Sword and Shield. Okay, that's perfect. Right, I'm going to push Vorse Raider. I don't really care for the ace card. Like, these guys are going to be scrapping over it like a, I don't know, last minute sandwich. You know? If the person on the right side does play a spell or trap card, we do have MST to get rid of it. The only downfall, Dark Magician's ability. I could tribute and bring Dark Magician to the field. You know what? Let's do that. I kept Vorse Raider because I wanted to go Pierce, but if I could do a little bit of life point damage, then I can kind of benefit off of it. The only thing is this could probably backfire on me massively. But we'll see. Game is so laggy, man. The Dark Magician comes forth. Look, audio distortion again. This game, what? Sort your fucking shit out. It might not even be the game. It might just be the connection, obviously, on my part. You know what I mean? So this, he went attack mode. That's perfect. This is a perfect setup. The only problem is I've got to watch out. Oh no, there's Go Go Golem. We're going to clash with each other anyway. Okay, this is how we're going to do it. MST. Destroy. What did you have? Oh, wow. Okay. Life point damage to everyone. Gives me first place. Then activate Mask of Brutality. It was open for that forest play. I have to wait now to see if they go Sword and Shield. Life point damage again. There's no point in me Sword and Shield in this person because there's just genuinely a 0 point in doing that. I don't think a lot of people run Sword and Shield, so I think we're fine. And I think we're good. We got the attack front. We lose 300, but I still do a big hefty damage. Which is great. Because if they go for a 2000 defense here, it could play off in the long term. Mate, it's just so funny. They're literally scrapping for it and they just keep summoning the same monsters. The only problem now is because I am considering adding cards that can teleport. You know? And it would be beneficial. I have my Jama King. Ooh. You know what? It's hard not to want to, but yeah, I'm going to have to. There we go. And then I've got some defense for the guy in the center. Nike on the left side is my only concern. More than likely, I'll probably summon some solid, decent monster. The only problem I've got is if I can pull the Pierce card, we can have game. But we have to be able to pull that Pierce card. Not that it's a major issue. Oh, he went attack mode. I brought Great Moth out. Interesting. There you go. Little Wolfies come into play. They're still going for that ace card, man. They hungry. Alright, the Great Moth has come risen. It's a Weevil Underwood versus Yugi Moto. See, he has 2600 attack. I don't know what the ability... Oh, it destroyed... Wait. Oh, you could turn him into Cocoon of Evolution. Whoa. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Wow. Questionable whether I activate Sword and Shield now. Screw it. I honestly did not see that play coming, so fair play. I can't believe he just cocooned me. This is literally straight out the anime right now. Wow. Okay. We'll proceed. How do you even counter that? Because you can't even, like... You can't even, like... Yeah. Until there's more terrain type cards, you can't counter the forest. Which makes Great Moth such a valuable asset in the long term. But to be able to play that off, I give you absolute credit. Yeah, this is where it kind of flops. Because once... Yeah, once it obviously goes to pot, it goes to pot. You know what I mean? And I really have nothing left now. So I'm going to be taking the direct hits. This is the one thing I don't like about this deck. Is you rely on spell factor too much. And if you haven't got Dark Magician on the field or Dark Magician goes, all them spell cards are pretty much pointless. I suppose that's why people run like the spell monsters, that if you activate a spell they increase so much attack. But all this Blue Eyes has to do is basically destroy the Ajama King. Well, not that they will, but yeah. Honestly, on a tier list, I think Firewall Dragon's probably first. Blue Eyes comes in second. Odd Eyes third. Actually, no. Seven Roads is pretty good. I'd say probably Seventh Roads is probably second. Dark Magician, I say it falls at least fifth. Because, I don't know. I think it's a very risky card in itself. In regards to aces. Exodia, Ultimate Dragon, they require big... Well, Exodia doesn't require a massive sacrifice, but when you bring out the Ultimate Dragon, 4500 is great, but it can't move anywhere. It's just a firewall, you know? So you tribute 3 monsters to bring out the Ultimate Dragon just for it to not work out, you know what I mean? But yeah, that Great Moth ruined everything, but well played. Credit when it's due. But yeah, taking on... I'm just trying to take into account what other cards... Obviously, you can have any card as your race card, you know what I mean? But I feel like... I like the fact that there's more monsters out there that are more threatening than the Z-Metal Tank combo now. I'm going to allow this guy to finish me off, gain the life points, take the win, because that Great Moth play. Well played. I think the abilities give it such a beneficial factor as well, because like everyone runs different combos. Like Strapper's obviously got the Inventor combo for the trap card, reducing monster attack by I think it's 1500. You've got the guy on the right side running the Great Moth combo, which there you go, there's a trap. Yeah, it does reduce by 1500. But you got the guy on the right side as well running the Great Moth combo, and obviously that play off, which despite getting rid of the trap card that does normally reduce your attack, they had the Great Moth as backup, which Forest Great Moth is just insane. Then on the left side you've got it kind of gives me starter vibes, you know, brings out the blue eyes, destroys a card on the field that attacks directly like what we did in the first original season. But yeah, I like the direction this game is going. I can't really say the same for Master Duel because I don't feel like it's going in any form of direction. Team matches is dead. No one plays it anymore, you know, probably because of the ongoing event, but personally it just kind of feel like it's hit a brick wall at this point. But yeah, it's impressive, it is, and I can't fault the fact that this game is hit and miss, because I get lucky in packs. Like, it's one of them hit and miss things, because if you haven't got an ace card, you can only have 3 perks if it's an ace card. I think if you had 3 perks on every single card, it'd be a big pay to win game, but at this point this game isn't paid to win. I thought it was, like, in regards to aces, but you need to be able to pull those aces. It's not like you can buy the aces to upgrade your favorite ace. And unfortunately, the Dark Magician is one of those aces I've pulled countless times to have 3 perks on him, and is not one of the aces I enjoy using personally. We may as well jump into one more. I have 1 ticket left, so why not, eh? Hopefully we can pull through and get a first place victory. I think a lot of people stick to what they know in regards to the decks they use. You know, I know some people that do run Dark Magician and they enjoy it. Some people run Blue Eyes. And also, I think it comes down to the ace you pick when you first start the game. I started with Blue Eyes, and, you know, it's interesting to see what decks are built. And the fact we've attained Great Moth before Weevil go to show we may even get better cards way before an event. You know, imagine 5-headed dragon, you know what I mean? And I think at some point, I don't know how they'd play it, you know, or it might just be a raid boss. It would be good if it was and it had the introduction to a story mode of the Big Five, and obviously Kaiba, Mokubura, Gozaburu, the company, you know, that'd be pretty sick. One of the main reasons why I love Yu-Gi-Oh! Troubadour. Nightmare Troubadour, should I say. Okay. See, this is the problem. I have like 8 spells in this deck and I didn't pull 1 spell card, which is good because I have a defensive front. But the only thing that sucks is I'm going to go Z-Metal Tank, and then I'm just going to ready up. I'm going to persevere. We'll see how it goes. If I don't get the ace card, it's not the end of the world, but it's worth having a shot. Okay, so Baptinath is not the person I really want to be gunning for. I think the top dude is the dude we just played against, I think. Okay, so Dark Magician's out straight off the bat. Whoa, he got brave. Just tributed 2 monsters like it was nothing. Okay, so he's brought out Dark Magician. That's not even his ace. I wonder what his ace is. If I do or did run Dark Magician, I probably would run it with Odd Eyes in replacement to Blue Eyes. Only due to the fact that I would be able to protect it from destruction. It doesn't prevent it against a Great Moth, though. But could you imagine Great Moth and a Great Moth? Not a bad possible play. But yeah. Okay, so we get the ace card, which is Mirror Force, great protection, except we are flooded with monsters, so it makes 0 difference. Hassan is going to get absolutely shredded now by monsters. I think he made a mistake. That is a big mistake. Unless his ace is Exodia. That's the only thing. Oh my god. Oh, yo, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. The only problem is, I don't have a machine. I don't like the... Oh, I have to activate it in the battle phase. Ignore me. My bad. Rookie error. Okay. We're going to go Vorse Raider there and we're ready up. Dark Magician can come next turn. Mate, this guy, he's just locked into his... Oh, it's Meliodas. No, Meliodas? Meliodas? I don't freaking know its name. That's the ace for this guy. Okay. So I was expecting like an Exodia or something, but unfortunately not. So what? How does that benefit? Does it like... I don't get what it's... It's your ace with life point gain. Each to their own. I ain't going to criticize. You know what I mean? No, did I just put it in attack mode? No! I think I just put that in attack mode. I don't like that. I don't like how it literally sticks to the thing. Right, who's going to want to summon a 0 attack in fucking attack mode? Come on, let's be realistic. God damn it. See, that's the combo I want to get off. The machine duplication with Z Metal Tang, and then I can obviously tribute if I need to bring out a Jama King and Dark Magician. Hassan is screwed, so we have to basically gun for Hassan now. Where are my super speed, hyper speed or whatever? Yeah, you're dead. No one ever, well, they do. I'd never run Intimidate, ever. It always backfires. Every time I use it, boom, fuck, dead, screwed. Know what I mean? No spell cards. I have Snipe, though, which is him I want to go for, but it means I'll have to get rid of Vorse Raider. Alright, play attack mode. Yeah, I'll have to tribute. Well, I could have waited, actually, but yeah. Fine. Nah, I'll wait, I'll wait. I'll persevere. There we go. It's a difficult one because you want to bring it out, but I've got no spell cards to increase its attack. So unless I start picking up spell cards from next turn, man, I'm in trouble. But the thing is, we have to push on Hassan before the others start gunning for him. You know what I mean? And I'm amazed that the dude at the top isn't going for Hassan. Machine duplication, okay. So this guy's running a similar combo. They normally do this with the Z Metal Tank, though. XYZ Metal Tank combo. I think at some point, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Because they've got life point increase, they've got damage infliction. Do you reckon at some point they'll ever bring trap monsters? Where if they go to, if your opponent attacks directly, a monster's automatically special summoned to the field? No, this is fine. Except I've just not pulled no thingy. I'm a bit of pain in the ass, this is. This is why hyperspeed's so good. But I need my spell cards. I don't get how you can pull 8 monsters or whatever we've pulled and not one spell card, although you have 8 spell cards in the deck. Or 7 or whatever I am running. I got a feeling this person at the top ain't even playing. Oh, he is playing, okay. Okay, Blue Eyes White now comes out. Utopia, okay. Did not see that coming, if I'm being completely honest. Thing is, doesn't that forest terrain set... Is it only my lane that gets set? This is why my spell cards would be handy. Yeah. I love the little birds tweeping as well when the terrain changes. Like small stuff like that that makes it so fun and exciting. Well played. Well, shit. So, I'm not pulled no spell cards, yeah, in regards to my cards, yeah? And you're telling me these guys, have, like Hassan especially, has top decked all the cards necessary to make a combo off. From Sword and Shield. Mad. This is embarrassing, man. Really is. All of them. Oh, the one with most cards in their... I don't know. Fucking bullshit, man. Fuck it. Send you into attack mode. And then I'll send you on the field in attack mode as well. We do get the snipe off though, which is fine. Mate, we're all scraping the barrel. I didn't realise how such a simplistic duel has turned into a freaking brawl. Okay. I won't be taking first place though, I'll tell you that. The Sword and Shield I'll save for the Metal Tank because we're going to reduce his attack anyway. The only thing is, I would use it on Gearfried, but Gearfried has high defense anyway, don't it? 1600. Nah, we're good. Interesting. Well played. You're not getting me, mate. No way. You deserve that. The thing is, the only thing that kind of irritates me about this deck that I use, Dark Magician is so easily disposed of that the deck basically revolves around Dark Magician, but nothing benefits Dark Magician because it's so easily off the field. You know what I mean? Like, when you're dealing with a scenario where, like, let's say, I don't know, we have Odd Eyes. The same with Blue Eyes. Blue Eyes has the ability to destroy a card on the field. Shield Handler is the only main protection unless you run. Oh my god, on what? On No, we're fine. Yeah. Okay, I'll take second place. That's probably the only thing I'll be able to get, to be honest. But yeah, when you think about it, like Blue Eyes, for example, could destroy a card on the field, shield handler and protects it. There are other cards like Stargazer could be brought to the field to obviously prevent destruction to... Oh, immunity to destruction, sorry. So I probably should run Stargazer in this deck when I attain it. That way Dark Magician can be protected from destruction effects. But that means I have to find another tribute summoning card, which means I'm bringing out more better monsters which aren't going to benefit really. But yeah. Then you've got Great Moth, for example. Yes, it can be destroyed by card effects and stuff like that. I just realised, you know, he could basically turn my White Dragon Head and Hippo into cocoons and screw me over a tree, which he has done. Mate, you're going to get first place anyway. Okay, well played. Kind of wish I had something to boost the monster's attack. The problem is, no one attacked me, so whenever I get the ace card, nothing ever comes of it. But Odd Eyes on the... I think Odd Eyes is... Well, Firewall's very beneficial because you can activate, like, multiple freaking abilities and skills on it to make it clear the entire field in one shot. Wait. Why would you reduce that monster? Bro, you're dead. It wouldn't have made a difference anyway, but you're dead. He's not dead. That makes sense. Oh my god, no, that ruins me now. This motherfucker. Well, that's annoying. Obviously, it's only silver rank, so it's not like a massive thing. Gold rank, I'd be a bit more annoyed. But yeah, anyways, you know, Odd Eyes, the deck I normally use is definitely beneficial. I like the way it runs. You know, I might not pull the pendulum straight off the bat, but I have monsters that are beneficial. They can go into the field, they can go in defense mode, they can work with something. You know, then when Odd Eyes comes out, they get an 800 attack increase to their level, obviously to their attack, sorry, and defense. Plus they gain immunity to destruction. Odd Eyes is too good not to want to run, you know. But yeah, I feel like Dark Magician is way too easily disposed of, and personally it's not a deck that I want to be running in the future. But I have decided to give it a shot while we're in silver rank. We will proceed through different types of decks, and then we attain gold rank, we will run our Odd Eyes again. Thank you guys for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Take care of yourselves. See you guys next time. Peace.